It's your boy Eileo back with another video. Today's video is just about the dev notes that drop on April 17th. So by the time you see this video, hopefully it's still April 17th. If not, you'll see it hopefully within the next couple days. But without further ado, boys, let's go ahead and see what's happening. Alright, so we got Dongjin Leaf here from MSL. We all know who he is by now. I hope you do, at least. New Astromon is coming out named Gilgamesh. He has leaks already, which is no surprise at all. But from what I could see, Gilgamesh is going to be predominantly just a good mon to have. A very good mon to have, which is nice because he's refreshing in the form of him actually being a usable or a desirable Nat 5. Versus someone like Hohenheim when she came out, where everyone's just like, cool, more fodder for other stuff. But yep, so he's coming. I'm curious, how would we get him? It doesn't say yet. The hero dungeon, Fire Wukong is being added to the hero dungeon, and then also Wood Gilgamesh is being added in there. So we now have 3 mons to work towards, because if I'm crazy, I'm thinking that all 3 of these will be in rotation, so we can aim for all 3 of these and they don't really expire. Like, I think once you get like 100 soul stones, you're done. But if it stays there and we can earn Astromon this way, perfectly fine, dude. I would 155% recommend to all the Titan boys that go ahead and pick up a Fire Wukong if you can. Gilgamesh, his skills aren't out yet. There were leaks of his skills, but I can't remember them off the top of my head besides the dark one. But still, if it's basically a free Nat 5, at the cost of 30 energy every day for, a little bit over a month, but free Nat 5, dude. So I don't want to hear too many complaints about that, as long as he doesn't suck. But Fire Wukong will be very, very helpful for those doing Wood Titan, and then Gilgamesh, whenever his skills come out, we can see what we can do with that. But the good part is that the dark one's already confirmed OP unless they changed him, so that's more fodder for the dark. So that's 1 Gilgamesh down, and you just got to get the dark and 2 more. Balance. Passive skill adjustments. Our team is currently adjusting the overall balance of 3 passive skills: Sap, Recovery Down, and Curse. Sap is the most useful out of all of these. Recovery Down, from what I recall, nowadays, maybe in Colossus was going to be useful, but you can just burst Colossus down. Curse, boys, you've seen that I've done 2 videos on Curse already. Absolutely useless. Absolutely useless. The only Curse mon that I see personally that has any merit at all is Dark Hades. I do have a Dark Hades, obviously, but he's the only Curse mon that I've experienced to actually be useful to some degree. All the other ones, maybe my setup isn't right. I just find Curse absolutely useless. Hopefully this is a good change. They said Sap is finally getting what it deserves. So Sap is going to go from 5% HP, 5% of the monster's HP, to 7%. Interesting. So the more stacks that you have, we're getting a 2% bonus per stack from what we have now. Curious to see how that works out. Recovery Down has been positively rebalanced from 50 to 90%. That could actually finally be useful now, which is nice to have, I guess, even though I don't foresee the use of Recovery Down unless in the new golems or in the new Tower of Chaos floors, which we will get to a little bit later. Maybe we need to use it there, but as of right now, I didn't really find a use for it. Curse and Fulminating Curse now deals 20% more spell damage. This 20% buff may still not be enough to satisfy every master in Leticia, but nevertheless, we will keep on monitoring the possible outcomes and feedback pertaining to this specific buff. I will try out golems once again after this curse buff comes in. Do I still have any hope for it? No. Absolutely not. And especially with the buff towards Sap, even if you buff Curse, it just needs an overhaul, dude, because it is just not desirable. Added new leader skill. A new leader skill which considerably reduces the enemy defense will be soon added to the game. I thought this came from Imperato, whatever the hell you want to call him. I thought it came from him. Or maybe they're hinting that Gilgamesh has that instead. Yeah, maybe it's Gilgamesh. But this new skill reduces attack, defense, resist, and crit rate of the enemy. What the what? It reduces everything? Bruh. Then what's the point of any... Literally, what's the point of any other leader skill? I mean, it's probably like a small percentage of everything, but literally, what's the point of any other leader skill if this all does everything at once? We'll just have to see, boys. We'll just have to see. Leader skills of 5-star Astromon. Here's some more interesting news regarding leader skills. We are removing restrictions on conditions of activating leader skills of 5-star Astromon. So no more, I believe it's Arthur, no more of him having his HP bonus only being applied in a dungeon, which has always been just an R-word move in my opinion. So no more crappy Nat 5 leader skills, I'm assuming. By crappy, I mean no more of them being imprisoned by a certain area of the game, which it should have been like this from the beginning, but I'm glad that it's coming now. That's going to actually make people feel better with their variant Nat 5 actually being usable somewhere versus it just being a variant trophy looking thing. So I'm curious to see how things go. I'm curious to see how much this will change with the Nat 5 leader skills. So that's something I actually look forward to. Draka returns at the end of the month. I'm not even going to bother reading this paragraph because it just says guaranteed light and dark egg system added. I mean, they could be calling me fat or something like that, but essentially now with the Nat 5 rebirths, we are finally having a light and dark egg system added to it, as the title says. So maybe within 15, I hope it's not 15 pulls, maybe within, I don't know, it sounds like something they would do where 15 pulls you get a guaranteed light or dark Astromon. I don't know specifically how many pulls, but I would say after 4 would be fair, or even 8, but 15 just sounds like a lot. But essentially what this saying is that if you sacrifice enough Nat 5s into the blender, you are guaranteed a light or dark mon. It doesn't guarantee which one that you're going to get, but you are guaranteed one. So if you wanted to sacrifice 25 different Astromon in order to get a light griffin, well, you now have a 50% chance after X amount of pulls to possibly get a light griffin. So I mean, that's definitely nice. It's something that has been beneficial more than not beneficial. Like, there's no real downside to it other than getting the Astromon that you don't want, but it's got you, man, and they got you. But Astromon League changes in special season. It's been 2.5 weeks since the launch of the 3-star special season, and we are indeed pleased to see all the Astromon that are 3-star and below competing on equal par with 5-star Astromon in the league. Over the last few weeks, many masters have voiced the game, and the games in general now tend to drag on for too long since there are many 3-star and below Astromon participating in battles with special buff applied. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So our team is thinking of applying massive attack buffs to those of 3 stars and below Astromon, along with some degree of nerfs to their survivabilities, HP, armor, and recovery. So it sounds like they're just trying to tweak the Nat 3 League because, yeah, some of those battles were actually longer than what I would want to, and especially for people that PvP, that's one of the big things about PvP that I honestly hate. I mean, I don't really PvP too much anyways, but I just hate how long it takes. Like, I want to go in there, I want to do like 3-4 rounds done and it's over, but it just goes on for long periods of time, which is unfortunate. But it's nice that hopefully they're tweaking it a little bit just to make things speed up a little bit. Not like an overhaul in terms of speed, but they're tweaking it a little bit so the Nat 3 season and those tanky ass wood cherries don't take 55 minutes to kill, which I'm okay with. Then update coming in May. We want to give you guys a sneak peek. Anyways, Gene's getting a super evolution. That will definitely make Light Gene a lot more viable now. So I'm interested in that because I do own a Light Gene. That's pretty cool. And then more floors being added to the Tower of Chaos, aka Chaos, the Golem Dungeon, and the Dragon Dungeon. I don't do B10. I mean, I don't do Dragon's B10 anyway, so that doesn't really matter too much to me. But for all the boys out there that does it, this one's for you. I could do Dragon's B10, but I'm just lazy. Nothing more than filthy casual. Very interested in the Tower of Chaos. What will we get from the 120th floor? What will we get from there? Will we get like a gleam? I'd be down for like an RGB gleam, dude. Even if it's, I would be down for a gleam egg. Let me specify. Yeah, I would be down for a gleam egg if we can get that from the 120th floor. But maybe it's like a Nat 5 skill book. It's probably one of those two, my guess is. And then the golem dungeons as well. I'm very interested in that, and hopefully it's something worthwhile. But as things go, it's usually a lot more depressing than it seems. But it looks like, yeah, decent update coming. So Light Gene's getting a super evolution. Gilgamesh should be added to the game, I don't know, within the next month. More floors of Tower of Chaos, even though we all auto it anyways, because trying to do it manually just takes too much time. More floors for dragons, hopefully better drop rates there. More floors for golems, hopefully better drop rates there. But again, I won't hold my breath. But overall, okay update. The biggest updates were obviously more additions to the Nat 5 dungeon. Them tweaking the Nat 3 league so it can hopefully go a little bit faster than it was before. The Nat 5 rebirths finally having a light and dark egg system added into it, very much needed. And then we can't forget that all Astromon that are variant natural 5s will finally have their leader skills work everywhere. This is a very, very good update. Very good update in my opinion. It's good news all around. And feel free to leave a comment below, you guys, about what you think about this update. Are you guys excited about it? If you guys have seen the leak of Gilgamesh yet, are you guys ready for Gilgamesh? If his skills are what they are, we have another meta shift already. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm stoked to see what is coming up next. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you like this video if you did enjoy it, which I'm sure at least one of you guys have. And if you haven't already, and if you've been lurking on the channel, go ahead and hit the sub button, man. Go ahead and hit the sub button. You're gonna come back. You're gonna come back, and you're at least gonna watch a couple videos. You might as well get, you know, a notification of when my next video goes up. But until then, you guys, be safe out there, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.